YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Many Tribes, One Kingdom. It's your friend John here with today's Titles of Jesus video. If you are new here, welcome. We hope you'll subscribe. If you are a returning subscriber or viewer, welcome back. All right, so as you guys voted, we are doing Son of Man this week. So I hope you guys are ready because I am excited. So a little bit of this one. So first off, I'm not gonna lie. You know, when I first read for the New Testament and Jesus kept calling himself Son of Man, I'm like, who's he talking about? Why does he keep calling himself Son of Man? I thought he was the Son of God. So this name confused me for a little bit. And, you know, this is actually, if you look through the New Testament, if you read through the New Testament, this seems to be Jesus's favorite name to call himself. Like his favorite title. So what does it mean? Well, it actually has two meanings. So check this out. On the one hand, it means human. You know, Son of Man, Son of Adam. It means he's a man. He's identifying himself as a human. And the reason it's believed he did that is so that he could show people, you know, hey, I understand what it's like to be human. I, feel the same that you feel. I've suffered what you suffer. You know, I don't even have to give you like a specific. We can go to so many passages from Scripture in the New Testament where Jesus calls himself the Son of Man, and we realize, he's talking about himself as a man, as a human being. We believe he is fully God and fully man. So the first meaning is literally just that he's a man. But there's always something more. So I want you guys to check this out, because we can turn back to Daniel chapter 7, and we're going to look at verses 13 and 14. Now I want you guys to check this out. Follow along with me here, okay? So, it says, I kept looking in the night visions, and behold, with the clouds of heaven, one like a son of man was coming. And he came up to the Ancient of Days, and was presented before him. And to him was given dominion, glory, and a kingdom, that all the peoples, nations, and men of every language might serve him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion, which will not pass away. And his kingdom is one which will not be destroyed. So, Son of Man has a little bit more of a meaning to it than what we originally would have attached to it, wouldn't you say? And let's go to the New Testament now. And let me pull up Matthew 26, verse 64, I believe is the one we want. Okay, here it is. Verse 63 is where we're starting. Okay, so it says, but Jesus kept silent. And the high priest said to him, I adjure you by the living God that you tell us whether you are the Christ, the Son of God. Jesus said to him, you have said it yourself. Nevertheless, I tell you, hereafter you will see the Son of Man sitting at the right hand of power, and coming on the clouds of heaven. Then the high priest tore his robes and said, he has blasphemed. What further need do we have of witnesses? Behold, you have now heard the blasphemy. What do you think? They answered, he deserves death. So, seems pretty harsh, doesn't it? If he was just calling himself a human, but that's the thing. Son of Man means more than just human. We have the second meaning here. And that is, it denotes divinity. He was making a reference back to Daniel chapter 7, and the high priest Caiaphas understood, hey, he's referencing himself to be divine. He's referencing himself to be equal with God. He's referencing himself to be like God. It was understood that the Son of Man figure, whoever he was equal with God. And Michael Heiser in The Unseen Realm actually points this out. In a very interesting way. I would recommend checking out. I won't really go into all the details here, but the point is, the Son of Man title, it really shows two things. One, when Jesus called himself Son of Man, first off, he wanted to show, yes, I am a human like you, and I feel what you feel, and I experience what you experience. But he also wanted to show, yes, I am also divine. I am the Messiah spoken about in prophecy. Here's the thing, Jesus very rarely went around calling himself the Messiah. He never went around and said, I am the Messiah. He never went around and did that, because, a claim like that would get you killed. He wasn't his earthly ministry wasn't done yet. And that's why when he's questioned by Caiaphas, that's when he reveals himself to be, the Son of Man and to be Son of God. Because, now his earthly ministry is done. And so he's ready to reveal himself as the Son of Man from Daniel chapter 7. This is a figure who rides on the clouds, which is something only God does. We can read in the Psalms how God rides on the clouds. And so it's very interesting to read this one. Again, like I said, the first time I read it, through the New Testament, I'm like, why does he keep calling himself that? So when you really get into it, and you guys seem to agree, you seemed very interested to know why he called himself Son of Man. Well, there you go. It had two meanings. One, that he was a man, just like us. But two, that he was the divine Son of Man spoken about in prophecy. The Messiah whom, they were waiting for. Like, he's not the only person in Scripture called Son of Man. In fact, Ezekiel, in the entire book, whenever God talks to Ezekiel, God calls him Son of Man. But the difference is Jesus is the Son of Man. Not just Son of Man, he's the Son of Man. So, that's really all I have for you guys. Like I said, it has two meanings. Human, and then divine, Messiah. So with that being said, I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I really hope you've learned something. I really enjoyed researching this one. Like I said, there was so much I didn't know. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Thank you so much to everyone who voted for this one. And we really appreciate the support and, the interactions we've had with you guys down in the comments. We do hope you'll continue to do that. So if you have any thoughts on this, please do leave them down in the comments. I will do my best to answer them. With that being said, this is it. Dustin will be back on Thursday with a video. I won't spoil it for you, but be ready for it. And with that, if you're new, go ahead and hit subscribe. Have a great day. God bless you guys. Thank you so much for joining us.